Okay, question 34 now. Okay, what do we have here? Sarah is measuring the window. She measured incorrectly. So the error measurement or wrong measurement would be 36 times 42. And that becomes, I think, 1512. Okay, so 1512, that would be the wrong measurement, or answer is this part, using the measurement that Sarah took to determine number of square inches, the area of the window. So that would be this part over here. That's the first part. Okay, they'd be square inches. Next, the actual measurement of the window is 36.5 by, we can multiply it, 42.5, okay? Alright, if you guys want to see a picture, here's a picture too. Pretend this is a window, right? And the error window measurement was 36 by 42, and the actual one was 36.5, 42.5, okay? And what we're comparing is the area of the error and the area of the actual. Okay, and what do we have here? 36.5 times 42.5. That's going to give you, let me just check here on my calculator. 155,125, okay? Square inches. So that's your answer to the second part, where it asks for determine the square inches of the actual window. Okay. So that's the answer over here. Now the last part is determine the relative error in calculating the area. Okay, this formula you need to know it. They don't give you in the book, but the relative error formula is error minus actual. Okay, and we take the absolute value of that. That means if it's a negative, we're going to turn to positive. If it's a positive, we just leave it as positive. Okay, divided by actual. Okay, let's plug in numbers here. What's the error? Error is 1512. The actual is 1551.25. We're going to divide that by 125. Okay? So this will give you, okay, so what happens here, the top, when you subtract that, will give you 39.25. We divide that by 151.25, and that'll give you approximately 0.025. Okay, slight correction here. This 39 is a negative 39. Okay, but if we're taking the absolute value of negative 39, it becomes a positive 39.25. When we divide it by 1,551.25, you get 0.025. So the answer is, alright, 0.025 for relative error. Okay, next, 35. Try and make this larger. I'll give myself more space at least, so I can work on the problem. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down there. Okay, here we go. Okay, we want to perform the indicated operation and simplify. First thing you want to do, you want to change that division sign into a multiplication sign. Right, change that into multiplication. How do we do that? We got to flip the second fraction. So new fraction is going to be 3x plus 6, 4x plus 12 times x squared minus, I'm sorry, x plus 3, x squared minus 4. Now you want to factor each part of the fractions. Well, let's factor 3x plus 6. What number do you have in common? You have the 3 in common for both 3 and 6. So I'm going to take the 3 out, right? And 3 times what gives you 3x? So 3 times x gives you 3x. And 3 times what gives you 6? 3 times 2 gives you 6, right? So working backwards from the distributive property, we have 3x plus 6. I'm going to cancel that out and we'll rewrite it as 3 times x plus 2. Same thing on the bottom. If you factor it out, you get 4 times x plus 3. Okay? Alright, let's take a look at the other side. This x plus 3 here on the top, can't factor it. It's already simplified. Can't get any smaller. But the bottom here, you can. Okay? Think about what does it look like. Well, if you guess the difference of 2 perfect squares, then you are correct. Okay? Actually, this factors out to be x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay? Alright. So we have all the factors here. Let's do the fun part and start crossing out whatever is the same on the top and the bottom, right? It's called cancellation. Well, we have x plus 2 here. Let's cross that out. So x plus 2 here. Cross it out. What else do we have? We have x plus 3 on the top and x plus 3 on the bottom. Cancel it out. And what's left over, you're going to multiply across. And on the top, what's left over? Well, we only have a 3 here that's left over. There's nothing on the other side. Make us 1. So it's 3 times 1 or 3. On the bottom, what's left? 4 and x minus 2. So it'll be 4 times x minus 2. Okay? So this is your answer. If you want to expand it a little bit more, you can put down 3 over 4x minus 8. That's the same answer. That will work also. Okay, you get full credit either way. But you need to show the work, and you need to factor, right, each term. Okay, questions, comments? Leave it on the bottom over here. Where's this? Questions and comments. Okay. Next, 36. It's currently 11:20 p.m. So if I seem tired, that's because it's been a long day.